Hey, what's up? It's Chris here from Chris's Sci-Fi Reactions. Today we're back with another classic Who reaction. This is The Time Meddler Part 3. If you want the full uncut unedited reaction, you can head over to Patreon, listed in the description below, where you can get up to Part 2 of the War Machines. So, yeah, I don't think there's much more to be said. I mean, this story so far hasn't really got me invested, but it's only been two parts, there's another two to go, so yeah, let's see what this has to offer for the rest of this story. A battle of wits. I'm guessing that means the doctor and the monk?
Make him comfortable here, my son. I'll return soon and tend his wounds.
Oh, thank you, Father.
She was a clever girl, then.
I am aware that this is the last surviving episode with, story with Vicky in it. Which is a bit sad, I didn't get to know much of her character. I'm guessing the monk doesn't know about the secret passage then. You'd think he would have explored it thoroughly before setting up base.
As we might say, but, well now you tell me they came here and they've gone on to the monastery.
I can't think how you missed them.
Oh, it's all perfectly simple. I left at the rear entrance. It reminds me, I really think I ought to be wending my way. It's a good thing I saw the smoke rising from your fire. I'm becoming quite a regular visitor, I think.
You've been my only visitor tonight.
Hmm.
But you don't know. My husband and the men from the village have gone after the Vikings.
You've seen them? And their fleet?
Oh, no, not a fleet. This was just a small band of men. They must have come from one ship.
Yes, I see. Yes, I see.
An advanced scout.
You speak of a fleet as though you knew it existed.
What? What was that? I've already told her. Well, at least that's what the history book said happened.
Considering he's been so strict with that sort of fact with Barbara, it's interesting to hear the doctor sort of say it so freely. Maybe he learnt something from the Roman story.
Doctor!
No, you were right, Vicky. The doctor wouldn't wait for us here.
He must have gone back to the target.
Yes, probably. You know, there's something very peculiar going on. Now, I've got to accept something, so, all right, I accept you've got a time machine. The grammar.
Finally.
Sax. No, it doesn't add up. Must be something to do.
Eldred. Listen, the Vikings you met. Now, if they were a scouting party, how soon would it be before the other ships arrived?
If they were part of the main fleet, 2 or 3 days, Father.
Thank you. Yes. 2 or 3 days. I'm on schedule.
Not sure he should be speaking so freely like that about his schedule around those two.
I'd have to stay here for a while, Father. He's very weak.
Yes, of course he's weak. He's not.
As soon as it's light, every Saxon from miles around will be looking for us.
We'll rest here a while, then travel south.
Why go south?
If we put enough distance between the Saxons and ourselves, we can still complete our task.
Sven, we have failed. Leave it to Ragnar. Let us think of our own safety.
We were landed here for a reason.
What good can the two of us do now? If we meet up with the Saxons again, they will kill us easily.
And what would you have us do?
We could hide. Coward! Kill me. Go on, kill me. If you don't, the Saxons will. And you'll be dead too if you don't listen to what I say. Can't refuse us.
And even if they do, you'd rather do battle with a band of monks than with Saxons.
They'll hide us. Once inside, we can take hostages.
You thought as much of our task as you did of your own safety.
And yours, Sven. And yours.
Because they're of a different religion, right? They're of the Norse faith.
Sight Vikings. Oh, we're up to date, we're up to date. Now, there might beacon fires. I can get the villagers to help me with that. Oh, everything's going on marvelously. According to plan.
Is it the doctor? Nice.
I have a windshield, sir. 73, right in the middle of your spinal cord.
The doctor's bullshitting.
Moved it, you wouldn't have left it on the beach.
The only way the doctor could move the TARDIS would be to dematerialize.
So?
If the doctor left here in the TARDIS, he couldn't get back. Oh, it can't be that. It can't be.
Look, in Saxon times, they used swords and bows and arrows, not things like this, didn't they?
Yes. You're right.
No, it must be. Still say there's no point in...
I do like the set, and even the clouds look legit, you know? They don't look fake. I mean, maybe that's just me, but yeah.
All right, that will do. You know, I believe we've come through this corridor twice already.
Dear me, what an untrusting nature
I'm guessing it's the Vikings that are at the
I'm
door.
only trying to help whoever it is. It's probably a traveler knocking for shelter. Who else could it be? Doctor, I must remind you, this is a monastery, a place of refuge, sanctuary.
Yes, very well. If you have another cloak with the same type of cowl, proceed. Of course. And remember, no more monkery.
Monkery.
He. You guard him. I'll give out terms to the rest of the monks. Hide us, or he dies.
Psychopathic killer. Although he is a soldier, he's just... I assume... Oh, wait, no. Oh, he did use the escape passage. Oh, no, he didn't. Clever doctor. I was going to say, because he would have come across Stephen and Vicky.
Never coming in.
And that of the men of the village.
Well, we'll help if we can, Father.
Oh, you can, Wolnoth. You most certainly can. I'd have come here a bit later, but it seems I'm going to be rather busy up at the
I'm
monastery.
surprised they don't have a door on
Prepare
their
beacon fires
house.
on the cliff tops.
Beacon fires.
Don't worry, Wolnoth. I'm expecting some building materials for reconstruction.
Spoke of a planned invasion. Of many hundred ships.
So that's why I didn't trust what he was saying.
Viking?
That's good, I like that.
Whoever he is, he's lost an
I like
argument
that
with
he's not
somebody.
so trusting because of the Doctor.
Let's go and have a look around.
I've suddenly become really invested in this
This
story.
place properly.
Hey, Stephen, look at this. I think it's a cable.
Power cable?
It is. Well, that's strange. What's it doing coming out of here?
Oh, okay, so it's a generator or something.
We can get inside.
Oh, what the... Oh, It's a TARDIS, so he's a Time Lord.
It's a TARDIS.
Damn!
The monk's got a TARDIS.
Oh, this story is... Wow. This story has totally changed. This episode, we got a... I'm assuming another Time Lord now? This is absolutely brilliant. Wow. Wow. The way this story has just changed. All of a sudden, from a very basic, sort of story to a really exciting story, and what I would assume is a very significant moment in Doctor Who history. I am so looking forward to the next episode. Can't watch it now, I've got to go and get my second dose of Pfizer, but wow, this is certainly a really exciting turn. So, really, really looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm trying to think any... Obviously, we have the Vikings still, as I said, their outfits in this story, despite the first two episodes being very basic and just a bit bland, the outfits by all the secondary cast, I guess you could call them that, has been absolutely brilliant. Is there anything else? Obviously, this monk is, well, I'm guessing a Time Lord, but we'll just have to wait until the next episode. Oh man, I'm really hyped now for the next episode, having a TARDIS. Entering the TARDIS, I am absolutely excited for the next one. Wow. Man. Oof. Feel really, really excited to watch the next episode now. Yet I have to get my COVID vaccine injection. But let's break it down anyway. We start off basically, the Doctor is not in the cell, he is just empty. We have this wounded man who was stabbed by the Vikings. Vicky suggests they look for a secret passage, and they end up finding one. The monk basically is preparing the medication for the wounded person. Then we have the Doctor talking to this woman very much about the invasion and the future, you know. So it's quite interesting that he's so easily able to talk about the future to this woman, when in the past we've sort of seen very much him, when talking to Barbara, especially in the Aztecs, very much about, no, do not change time, you cannot change it whatsoever. I feel like the Romans in Part 4 was a really important milestone for Doctor Who, in the way that I think it's where the Doctor realises that, hang on, maybe I can interfere with time a little bit. maybe there are certain things that I can change or is okay to allow to pass, which is really interesting. Because obviously we've really, in New Who, seen that. It's like the Doctor knows what is, what must be, you know, what can be, that sort of thing. I think that's what he was sort of saying to Donna in that episode, you know, that he sees the universe in the way that of things that must be and what things can be. You know, fixed forward / dynamic. Here we have Stephen, who's, you know, starting to believe that the TARDIS is a time machine. The monk is giving the wounded man basically some penicillin, but really he needs a blood transfusion. Yeah, then he stays there. The leader of the village basically says, if you need anything, just let me know. The Vikings, the one on the left is very much a coward, and I think represents what a lot of people would do, run and hide, where the other one, I think he feels the same, he's just not as open about it. He's maybe more, yeah, this is as it is, we need to die, but he's convinced by the one that thinks about his own neck. Then we have the monk looking through some maps, appear to be, I'm guessing, of the ocean or whatever, where the Vikings come in. The Doctor pretends he's got a gun on the monk. Then the Vicky and Stephen find that the TARDIS, the tide has come in, and yeah, generally believe either the Doctor has just left or that the TARDIS has been destroyed. And Stephen wants to do something proactive, makes sense, instead of just moping, and we sort of find out how important the TARDIS is to Vicky. You know, it's a pity that whatever story in between now and the arc she leaves doesn't exist. I'm guessing it might exist in telesnap or audio form, but yeah, that's a pity. Because is it Galaxy 4, I think? Or something like that? That's still Vicky, isn't it? Vicky and Stephen. I think I remember reading somewhere. But, yeah, I could be mistaken about that. We have someone knocking on the door. The Doctor basically having to dress up as a monk, and the Vikings overpowering them and locking the Doctor up. The monk then manages to knock out the other Viking that isn't guarding the Doctor. The monk then goes down to the village to ask about beacon fires, and obviously the village leader does not trust the monk after what the Doctor told his wife. And then the Doctor again captures... then the Doctor again captures the monk. And we go back to Stephen and Vicky, where they enter a TARDIS, and I am absolutely hyped to see the next episode. Okay, the power's just gone off here, because we're having an AC unit installed. But that's okay, because I have a battery backup on my computer equipment. It doesn't affect my internet, which is good. Yeah, I don't think there's much more else to be said. Yeah, that's it for now, and that was my breakdown. If you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to give it a like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.